Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good evening. Such a beautiful, beautiful evening. Look at it. This is so very beautiful. Oh, such a beautiful afternoon. So I finished work at around 5 or 6 o'clock. Oh, look at the scene. Oh, so. Okay, let me tell you the story. And I came to this place, and I was thinking, I want to do some kind of documentary to practice, and I want to make documentary of other people to tell ordinary people's story. From time to time, I listen to podcast, and when someone introduce the guest, this is a legend, and this is such a high achiever, wrote best-selling books and make a gazillion dollars and have built several companies and sold company. Anyway, all these big achievers. So I was thinking, how about make a documentary, a series of documentary to tell ordinary people's life, like you and I. You are achiever or not, or in other standard, or in social standard, in capitalist standard, in any political standard. Nothing to do with it. I want to tell the story of ordinary people, of just people who struggle but still living a life, people who are happy or people who are sad. However, but a real person with tear, with love, with blood, with sweat, with passion, with disappointment, with despair, with struggle, and with overcome, with joy, with achievement, and with a real life. I want to do this. I want to tell those stories. I will put it a little bit later, talk about the podcast idea or documentary ideas. So I want to practice those ideas, starting from myself, to do some videography, and maybe later on adding sound, just to do some normal footage of ordinary life. For example, now I am sorting my little purse and combing my hair and just to walk. And I find there is something that is poetic about it. Don't you think so? It's not only, I was thinking, the beautiful lady wear those beautiful dress and pick up a dandelion and puff and to the sky. So romantic, the dandelion flowing in the sky, and with the sun glowing on the edge of the teeny tiny dandelion, and all those beautiful scenes. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, I do not look good, but anyway, I just want to do to practice, at least to practice. So today I finished work, and I went to post office to send a couple an order of gems and went to downtown. But then I was thinking, if I drive there, it might be too late. The sun will be setting down. How about not going any far, not going to any fancy place, just where I am? And I know there is a garden near where I am, so I came here. Such a beautiful garden. How about just come here in the middle of the town to see the setting sun? It never disappoints. Flower is always healing. Flowers do not disappoint. It's always beautiful. It's always inspiring. It's always healing to see flowers. I just got one friend sending me a message introducing me a book, The Healing Power of Flowers. I have not yet seen it, but just coming here and see in the setting sun, it heals me. It makes me so happy, so satisfied. And there are people in the garden. Some other people come here to take pictures also. It's such a wonderful scenery, photogenic scene for taking pictures. So I was just walking around, seeing flowers and thinking about my day. So I need to tell you one story. I came to one class, and this class is one of the youngest students of my teaching group. So the very first class was a total disaster. It was not good, my first class. And I did not know them. I did not know how to prepare them. And it just didn't work out well. And it made me almost cry. It made me just very disappointed of myself, not of the students. And I prepared. 2 weeks later, I have them every 2 weeks. I prepared the class, and it became such a blast. And it seems always like this. When you have hard time and you earned a good time, it is even better. This class becomes one of every class is very close, and every class has a special, unique way that I connect to, and I do connect to this class in its own unique way. I came to class. A little girl came to me with a piece of paper, and I still have this paper right here in front of me. Thank you for teaching us how to draw. And then her drawing, and on top of it, crystal heart. Those what do we call it? Rhinestone heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 15, 18 of these crystal heart, red, pink, light pink, and on the bottom, rhino pearls, and the inside is the painting she did, and we did it in one of the class. I was so touched, so very touched. So, so we started our class. I always love my students, and we did bees, I bought the night before I went to buy some beads. And because one student said her mom's birthday is coming, and I always have my earrings with me, and I tell them I made my earring, and they look forward for making earring for their parents for a long time. And finally I made it. So we do the beads. One of the little boy doing a necklace, very cool blue big wood beads. And as he finished a long string and asking me to tie it just at that time, the string, he lost the string, or just the beads fall off. He spent much time, much attention to do the design, to do the arrangement. It all fell off. He was very disappointed. He was very, very disappointed. He cried when I saw him. He was a kind of a not loud kid, a little bit shy, a little bit timid, and not shy, timid. It's just very sensitive and does not want to express, speak out, or make a big show. That kind of student. So his eyes was red, and he was internally crying with disappointment, with just I feel it. I so feel it, because I am one of I saw me in this action, in his action now. And I wanted to help, but I have 10 students lining up, needing me to knot it or something. I said, try to do another design or something. And I could not spend too much time on him. And I just let him to cool down a little bit. A little bit time later, that little girl who gave me this, thank you for teaching us how to draw this crystal heart thing, came to me with a beautiful long string with crystals. I bought some crystal beads. I think it's glass bead. It's not the most expensive crystal. Of course, I cannot afford it, but I do spend some money on it. And this little girl came with a long string, beautiful design, and asking me to knot it. And I measured her. I said, this is too long for you. And she said, I made for him. I was so touched. I was so touched. Just, there is nothing else. It's just pure sympathy, pure empathy, pure caring heart. She made it for her classmate. I was so touched. I tied the knot, and she gave to him. He started to feel good. And I kept on working on my things, doing other knots, and roll a earring. Later on, I will show you how to do those earrings. I will roll that earrings for other students. And the students say, wow, those earrings, they are gem. They are expensive. It is actually expensive. It's not the cheap plastic beads. And it's very presentable. It's very presentable, beautiful, beautiful beads. I would like to wear them, and they make beautiful design. Yeah. And so they make other designs. A few minutes later, I went back to that table, the girl and the boy, the crying boy table. And he came to me asking me to tie a knot. I said, do you make hand? Do you make necklace or bracelet? He said, I make for her. I was so touched. Pure friendship. Pure friendship. They do not. And through this, I see the crystal, beautiful, pure, innocent heart of the young student, of the young children. They do not want to see other people suffer and want to help. And the person who being helped just bring out all the goodness. I want to share my goodness to you. That day, it's just so beautiful. Came out so beautiful. And one student wanted to draw a dragon, and with so many people, I cannot go online to search an image or things. I said, you go find a book, and I can draw for you, and then you can draw. So he found a book, another student found a book. I start to sketch a little bit so that he can do the detail. Sketch a little bit, roughly the shape, the body, the claw, yeah, and the eye. And he started to draw. He was very happy. And then the eye was not good. He cried. He just not cry out. Just very, very disappointed. This is still the very, very young age that anything is on the face and is expressed out. I can see. And yeah. So he was very, very disappointed. And I said, get another new piece of paper and start to do something else. So he did something else. And finally, he did a wonderful, wonderful, his Ninja Turtle, his favorite character. And it's just so good. I even took a picture of it. He was very proud. I took a picture of his artwork, and I took a picture of himself with the artwork. It's just so encouraging and so comforting. What a beautiful day. Every day there are bad times, there are good times. It all turns. Bad things can turn to be good. Good things has a chance to turn to be bad. Accept it. Every day is interesting. At least it's interesting. You can see. You can see light. You go through dark, you will see light. There is light in our everyday life. There is crystal in our tears. There is crystal in our tears. Yeah. I wrote it down that I want to do those documentaries. If any of you nearby want to have a chat, I think my throat is starting to get better. I am going to restart all these things. Anyway, if you have interest and in nearby or even online, want to do a podcast, want to tell your story to inspire, if you feel you are an ordinary person, because I am too small, I am not qualified to interview big person. No, you are big person. Anyway, if you do not feel I am too low, I am too I do not deserve you. If you can accept me to interview you, to tell your story, send me an email, yanghaiyin@yahoo.com. For anyone who has already sent me, I will go back to contact you, and we will recover it. Okay, we will pick it up again. I lost my voice previously. Now I'm starting to recover my voice. And that's why I did a whisper video, because I am speech impaired. Impaired. I am speech impaired because how do I say, my speaking loud ability, my voice was not at my full capacity. Now I'm starting to recovering. There is crystal in tears. There is beauty in everything. I love you. I really do. Do.